I just cannot recognize any landmarks because they're all gone. I've been here 62 years, and I have to look up on top of the mountain to get my bearings of where I am down to there. We're the last 100% volunteer department in Henderson County. It's 20 miles to town any way you go. We are 911.
It's 2101 and the water rescue team.
When the hurricane came, we evacuated out the sick and the ones with medication problems and the elderly first. We commandeered ATVs, UTVs, and that's how we got everybody down, because you had to use what was in your area. After about 3 or 4 days of doing that, we probably got 80% of the people out of back cave. If it wasn't just the firemen and their family, everybody else was gone. We didn't have phone service for a couple of weeks. We didn't have power for 33 days. I fully believe I'm not going until it's my time. God protected me through all of it. It started a few days before the hurricane came through. The Weather Service put out something and said, this hurricane is going to be as bad as the 1916 hurricane that came through and wiped out Bat Cave. I had heard about that my whole life from my grandparents and parents. Joyce, my wife, and I were up Possum Hollow, standing out on my porch, filming the driveway, washing away. I felt a jolt in the house, and I thought it was a tree fell on the house. I had parked my vehicles on what I thought was high ground above the house. When I looked out the kitchen door, I saw it park right at my kitchen door. It just didn't compute. But about that time, I heard it sounded like a freight train rushing. And I went out the kitchen door, and the other garage was right here. And I got to the far corner right there just in time to look up the hill there and see that Ranger, which was sitting up there where that wood is, coming down in the slide, and it flipped over. And when I seen it flip over, I started running back. Yeah, that storm just threw them all around like they were toys. I got back between the backhoe and the garage. And when I got up to about this point right here, the garage came down on me, the 6x6, and it pinned my head against this right here. And that's when God moved it back just enough for me to pull back. And I fell down through here, and I came out the other side. And at that point's when Joyce realized I wasn't killed. And I yelled at her, get in the truck, because I thought the whole mountain was coming at that point. And we sat there for the next 4 or 5 minutes watching everything just wash away. And God spared me in that moment. So I knew that He had saved me for a purpose. And I really didn't want anybody else to know how bad the house was, because we had to concentrate on getting all these other people rescued and all that, so I didn't want to take away from any of that. When the helicopters and stuff started coming in, Samaritan's Purse was right there at the very start of all of it. Food came in. They would be dropping off generators, light pucks, and stuff like that that you wouldn't, around here, you wouldn't even think about. They contacted me as the chief to kind of figure out who are really in need.
What's happened? It's catastrophic. We've survived. This isn't the new normal.
I mean, everybody just worked together, and anything they had, they freely give. You could see God's love coming in. It is so good to see God in action. Actions speak louder than words. And the love of Christ has shown through Samaritan's Purse. Everything is getting better every day. Samaritan's Purse is in for the long haul. You see God's beauty in all this instead of seeing all this destruction. Taking something that's real bad and turning it into something good. God will provide for you. You've just got to trust Him.